It started with a small dusty book I found in the attic. Inside was a rhyme I had never heard before. Cobweb Jack, Cobweb Jack spins his webs across the track. Step too close or reach too far, he'll trap you where the shadows are. I laughed. A silly old rhyme, perfectly harmless. But that night, I realized it wasn't harmless. My little cousin Emily was staying with me. She loved reading old rhymes. She insisted I read Cobweb Jack aloud. As I did, I noticed something moving in the corner of the room. Thin lines stretching across the floor like a spider web, except alive. Emily's eyes widened. He's here, she whispered. I turned the light on. Nothing. But the web like strands, they shimmered in the dark, as if waiting. Over the next few nights, the web spread across the walls, along the ceiling, even under the carpet, and something was moving inside it. Tiny crawling shapes. They weren't spiders, not entirely. A figure began appearing at the edge of my vision. Short, stunted, limbs bent at an odd angle, skin gray and tight, stretched like it had been pulled over a skeleton. Fingers tipped with jagged black shards, eyes empty, black holes reflecting nothing. And that grin, thin, twisted, unnatural. One night I woke to the sound of scratching. Something small, agile, crawling across the web on my wall. I looked closer and saw him, Cobweb Jack. He crouched unnaturally, spinning new threads as he moved. The web clung to him, or maybe he was a part of the web. His eyes followed me, the grin stretched impossibly wide across his face. Emily screamed. The figure darted toward her. The web spun faster. Ensnaring her ankles, I lunged, but the web pulled me toward him. Cobweb Jack lunged at us both. His claws scraped across my arms. I felt the web binding me, tightening, biting into my skin. Blood ran warm and sticky. He leaned close. His whisper wasn't spoken. I felt it inside my head. The rhyme chooses, and now you belong to the web. Emily struggled. I tried cutting the strands with a knife. The web resisted. Cobweb Jack's grin widened with every movement. The crawling shapes inside the web began biting, scratching, feeding. The web spun faster. We were trapped. Cobweb Jack's claws dug deeper into our skin. Blood pooled on the floor. I could feel the threads burrowing into me, tugging at my muscles. Then, with one final twist, he disappeared into the shadows. The web dissolved into nothing, but the scratches, the bites, the burns remained. And Emily, she never spoke the rhyme aloud again. Even now, sometimes at night, I see the thin shimmer of a web in the corner of my eye, and I know he's still waiting. Some rhymes don't stay in books, some webs don't stay in corners, and some will spin you into their trap before you even notice. This is Madam Fear, and you'll hear from me again. Until then, sweet dreams, if you do.